when God is silent. Sometimes I pray and the answer is there. Sometimes I pray and there's no answer. You know what it's like. You pray for a job offer in the morning and there's a phone call that evening. Or you pray for clarity and there's a clear resolution. But then I pray and there's no answer. I really believe in prayer, in asking God to intervene and bless people. I pray for lots at the end of services and lots of people. I pray for a job week by week for a friend and nothing happens. I pray for a visa to be sorted and nothing happens. I pray for family members to follow Christ and nothing happens. I pray for healing and nothing happens. Of course, it's not like that every time. Prayers are answered again and again and again. I pray one week and the next they tell me good news. When I was diagnosed with bowel cancer, many prayed for me, and against all medical expectations, the tumour disappeared before surgery. At the same time, prayer was offered for others who went on to die. It made me uncomfortable. Why me and not them also? God is silent on occasions. He's never answered that question, why me and not them also? I've learnt that prayer is powerful and God does answer prayer. I've learnt that prayer is powerful and God does not always answer prayer. God is silent. I have learnt that he is not like a slot machine at my bidding to give me what I want. I've learned he's not indifferent even in his silence. I have learned that sometimes he makes me wait. A bit like Abraham waiting 30 years for that promised son. A bit like Joseph suffering injustice after injustice for some 15 years. A bit like Israel longing for deliverance from slavery for 100 years. God is in the business of faith growing, which affirms God's sovereignty even when we long for answers and only find God is silent. St. Paul also wrestled with such unanswered prayers. His were for his own thorn in the flesh and for the Jewish people who refused to see their Messiah in Jesus. In Romans 9 verse 15, he reminds himself of God's words to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I have mercy. I will have compassion on whom I have compassion. St. Paul then recalls that any answered prayer is given not because we deserve our request, but because God is full of grace, and especially so when God is silent.